of trading. So last week we saw a big meltdown in the stock market. This is the E-mini S&P 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So we had that initial run up and then bam, straight down. If we go check the weekly, boom, big run down. We're now down to here. Are we going to run through these lows, or was that enough movement into this wick right around that 50%? It's respecting. We don't know. Let's break it down this week. If you haven't already, followed us on TikTok, Forexation. We post mindset videos pretty much every other day, 3-4 videos a week, as well as our YouTube shorts. If you haven't seen them, check those out. But the full length videos will be on TikTok because YouTube shorts can only be a minute and they're not long enough to actually make a full video. Other news, got our journals out. Click the link below. You could get those journals, both digital format as well as an actual book. We have 2 different sizes. We got that small version, which I personally like a lot better. And then we have that full size if you just want to write more and have more space. I do like the mini one a lot better. It's a little more compact. We are working on a paperback because these are a little flimsy. Some people don't like the coil style. So we're getting a paperback and we're changing the cover a little bit. That's getting shipped to us so we could test the quality out. And we'll add that to our store once it's been approved. But if you do like that coil format, it's a little more expensive, but it's available in our stores. The paperback will be cheaper. We just want to make sure the quality is all there before we put it in our stores. So let's dive in to this week's market projections. So let's go to the daily matrix right now. And I am using some new indicators you're probably not used to. You could see they pull up fair value gaps, and it's pulling from this wick right here down to this wick, and it fills it in automatically for me, so I don't have to really spend time marking up charts. I like it because I could look at it and be ready and not spending time, drawing, putting that as this, blah blah blah. Now I'll still mark up other things. So for example, right here was a mitigation block. Had that high, low, lower high, then broke through it. Last candle, mitigation block. Look what happened. Price went down, back into it, right around that 50% on the dot, give or take, and then continued back down. So that would have made sure you weren't surprised at this week's movement. You wanted to see it break through, or guess what? We're continuing downward. So you'll see that on there. And then I also am using the implied fair value gap, which will pull the 50% of wicks if there is no fair value gap, and draw in that. And guess what? Broke through it, came down. Well, it wasn't formed until this one went. So price was already going up. Then it left us this implied fair value gap, came down. Guess what? Generally respected that. We found support, came back, and then you could have went on a lower time frame, got in on entry here, or just the retest of that, and it shot off. When we go into lower time frames, you will see pivot points as well as our trend setting EMA, which is for free for members. Get in our free Discord. We'll give you the links to this so you can add it to your charts, as well as our opening times and ranges. Daily, where are we heading? Well, we're in this order block right here. A lot of stops under here as well. So I would not be surprised if we hit down to that 37.89, or we stick around at 38.20 to 38.62. Sit around in this area before pulling back up to maybe this fair value gap or this one. We can continue down, we can keep melting down, or we find support here and start filling these gaps in, and we'll see what happens from there. A lot of options. Could come up, then down, but keep track of these levels on your charts. So let's go into the dollar, or when we pull in the overall view, the matrix. So we go to the daily. Okay, so I was just adjusting the settings, making sure the visibility is not on the daily or higher. All right. So E-mini, S&P, overall downtrend, overall downtrend, overall downtrend, Dollar had an overall uptrend, but ending the week, they both had back-to-back candles going down. So they became synced by the end of the week in the last couple days, which is usually not supposed to happen. So what I think, looking at this, dollar rejected the downside. We might get a push up above this level, maybe even higher. Maybe we're searching back to this fair value gap up here. So we'll keep an eye out for that on the dollar, which in return means these are going down to this area down here. This already broke through most of that price action, and it looks like we're heading south down to here. So keep an eye on the drops of these markets and the strength of the dollar. So let's go into the news now for the week. I'm adding in low impact news just because I've done a little testing and noticed that these will have a little bit of movement when they come out. Not much, but sometimes you're in a trade and you're like, whoa, where did that minute or 2 minute candle little big bars come from? These low impact news can do that. Just a short little extra volatility. Going into Monday, nothing too big. Going to Tuesday, we got CPI, inflation, and then CPI. So this is pre-market for me. I'm not in the market at 5:30. I show up by 6:30 at market open. So all this will be priced in. Price should be settled down and I could get in on a setup. Wednesday, 5:30, more PPI, retail sales, all this again, pre-market. Price should be settled by the time I show up. Wednesday should be a good day of trading for me. Thursday, bunch of pre-market news. We got the jobless claims, building permits, housing, manufacturing, export, import. So all this pre-market again. Price should be settled down by the time we show up at market open. And for Friday, we got Michigan consumer sentiment. That's right at 7. Some medium impact at 6:15. Now keep in mind these are the Pacific time for me. I live in California, so if you're looking for East Coast, just add 3 hours. This would be 9:15. That would be 10. So overall, big news, but most of it is pre-market. Besides on Friday, I'm okay with that. Should be a pretty straightforward week of trading for me once market opens. Get those setups, stick to the plans, get out of the market, and carry on with my day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this market review and projections. If you haven't already, join our Discord. It is free. We are filming our courses as we speak. The first course of 3 is almost done. And check out our journals if you want daily journaling, or if you want the digital versions. Those are a lot cheaper. You could get the PDFs and print them out, or if you have like an iPad, you could just digitally note take on them. And definitely you need a journal as a trader. They're going to help you a lot. And last call out, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on TikTok, where we post a bunch of mindset videos. And I look forward to this week of trading, and may you have a good week of trading. Stick to your plans, be disciplined, get those profits.